Canas podcast. We talk sports, Canadian sports.
I'm surprised you did that so well with how well you're feeling right now with the
I'm a
stuffy
trooper.
nose.
What can I say? Welcome to the Dylan Holloway episode of the Canas podcast. Episode 55.
Yep.
Dylan Holloway, MVP.
MVP.
Yeah.
You didn't really do anything.
Oh, I freaking love Holloway, man. He was actually unreal in the AHL for us this year.
Yeah.
Today's episode, super quickly touch base on the Blue Jays, and then just focus on hockey. There's two Canadian teams that have made it into the second round, so that's pretty nice.
2 out of 3, not bad.
2 out of 3 isn't bad, yeah. And one was a bit of a surprise, because it's the first time they've ever done it
in like
this
20
decade,
years or so.
much.
Yeah.
Or no, this century actually, almost.
Technically,
2004, I guess.
Yeah.
The longest active playoff drought is over, Canada. Toronto has made it
first
out.
Round?
They
made it in the playoffs.
The longest drought of not winning a playoff
series. Yes, there we go.
So it's still a playoff drought.
But you made it sound like they didn't make the playoffs.
No. The longest active winning a round playoff
There we
drought,
go.
whatever you want to call it, is over. Toronto has beat Tampa in 6.
Yep.
You know what, though? There was a blatant high call missed that would have given them a power play in overtime. Not saying that Tampa would have scored it, but,
But it could have, changed the momentum.
Yeah, and then if you saw Brandon Hagel at the end of the game, oh my god, dude, he ripped into the refs on the ice. Like, you're an effing moron, dude. You know nothing. You're blind. You're effing morons. All of you. Okay, cool. Toronto was a better team. Tampa Bay played incredible. Vasilevsky was human for the first 4 games.
Yeah.
And, that's it. The series is done. Toronto has won. Their fans are acting like they won the cup.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
But
second round.
Good for them, I guess.
They beat Florida or they lose to Boston. It's one of the two. And, we'll see. We'll see if they make it past the second round. They're statistically they're favorites. They know how to win a round now. But they have probably the hardest road to the finals. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. So.
Because then it's either if my predictions that I want becomes true, it'll be like Carolina or the Rangers, and that's gonna be tough for Toronto if they pass the second round. If that actually happens,
I think Rangers would be the toughest matchup because Carolina has 3 of their top 6 forwards are out until next year.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be tough. Poor Carolina. That's a good team, but just hit by the injury bug.
Oh, yeah. But we'll see. It's off to round 2 for Toronto, so we just have to see if they can keep her going and make their way to the Stanley Cup.
I don't think they win the second round. I know I said it before that until they win, I can't bet with them. I have to always bet against them.
Yeah.
And they've won now, I guess, but I don't know. I don't see them making it past the second round. I see they'll be running into either a very strong defensive team or a goalie who's getting back to his possessed form from a few years ago.
That is true.
We'll see. Oh, it should be good hockey, though, and it shouldn't be a sweep for either way.
It's not going to be a sweep, that's for sure.
6 to 7 game series for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good for Toronto. Let's quickly, the Jets, they were just way too injured to do anything. Although their power play operated at a 50% pace almost.
It was crazy.
40% pace without their best players. So, I don't know if that's a bad sign on Vegas or a good sign on Winnipeg. Regardless, the Edmonton power play is better.
Yep.
So it'll be an interesting series coming up.
So I guess we're off to Edmonton now.
Yeah, great segue. Yeah. I know. First and foremost, LA played a great series.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Great series. Apart from
the
Victor
diving.
Arvidsson diving like an absolute moron.
There was one last game where he just dove. Blatantly dove, oh my god, Arvidsson.
Drew Doughty didn't dive the last game. That was nice to see.
Yeah.
But apart from Victor Arvidsson diving like an absolute moron, they played a great series.
Corpusalo stood on his head.
They were the better team in the first 3 games.
Oh, yeah.
First 3 games and a period, and then after Edmonton woke up, won 3 in a row, and well, put it to bed. Honestly, it was Edmonton's the better team. LA's got a bright future. The Pacific Division is going to be tough for a long
definitely.
time. But yeah, Edmonton put it to bed. McDavid and Draisaitl both scored last game, but they were not the story of the game. It was our depth
It was
pieces.
our bottom
It
six.
was Clem Costin, 2 goals and an assist. David Desharnais with 2 assists. Kyler Yamamoto.
David Desharnais or Vinny Desharnais?
Vinny Desharnais with 2 assists. Why do I call him David? We had
him.
David.
Yeah, there was in the 17.
David Desharnais overtime winner.
Yeah.
Yes, that Desharnais. I love that guy. Vinny Desharnais with 2 assists. You got Yamo putting up, I think it was 2 points. Bouchard putting up 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
All of our depth pieces getting there. The unfortunate stick break.
Yeah,
goal.
Of Skinner.
Skinner will learn from that though. He needs to check his sticks more often,
or
especially when he's getting
stick,
slashed like crazy. And I think Nuge and Hyman and Kane are going to have to wake up for the second round. Do you think they stick to the McDavid, Draisaitl, Kane line, or do they go back to what was working for them before?
I think they will go back to before, and then they'll probably just change it once things get tough. Because once they did change it to McDavid, Draisaitl, and Kane, then we just destroyed. But that's because we needed to, because the Kings were dominating. So.
Yeah.
So I think they go back, and then that's our break glass in emergency kind of thing. They'll just switch to that line, and then
I don't think you can really go wrong. I think Vegas is a more offensive team, but they're not as good defensively, and their power play is garbage.
Yeah,
Vegas power play has been atrocious this entire.
And then we have lit up Brossoit and
we've lit up all 3 of their
Quick
goalies.
And so
we've lit up all 3 of their goalies. Yeah.
So we just have to play our game, and then if things get tough, then we can just use our trump card and just basically overload the first line, and we'll just be fine.
The break between games 5 and 6 for us this round was kind of a blessing in disguise, because Kane was able to get some much needed rest. McDavid too.
Draisaitl too.
Because
he just plays like a man possessed, and he kept getting slash and all that. So just rest up.
Good. I don't know when the next round. I don't think we start until Tuesday or even Wednesday of next week. So another good break. It's gonna. I guess it doesn't really depend, because there's 3 game 7s right now. Right?
Yeah.
So who do we think wins the other? So game 7 is coming up between Colorado and Kraken. And they're going on to face Dallas. Do you think Dallas is gonna? I think Dallas wins no matter who they play.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Colorado's showing good enough right now.
Right, if they're going to Game 7 with Seattle, then if you're going to face Dallas, you're kind of hooped.
Yeah, and for Boston, Florida today, I think whoever the winner of that game. No, you know what? I think Toronto beats Florida, but Boston beats Toronto. I still stick with that.
Yep, no, that's
your top 9 is just absurd. You have Tyler Bertuzzi and Taylor Hall, and Jake DeBrusk as your third line. That's a first line in
crazy.
half the NHL.
Yeah.
That's insane. Tyler Bertuzzi was a first line winger in Detroit. Taylor Hall was a first line winger with Buffalo. I mean, Buffalo and Detroit. Okay, not playoff teams, but still. And then DeBrusk he was looked at as our number 2 center option for the longest time too.
Yep.
Edmonton was looking for him. So that's, I don't know, man. Boston's just not, they have the President's Trophy curse.
Yeah.
I told you. I literally told you.
Yeah, I was not thinking this was going to go to Game 7, but
you thought it was going to be a sweep.
I thought it was going to be a sweep.
Most people thought it was going to be a sweep, 100%. But there was no reason for Boston to even lose a single game against Florida.
Yeah,
but Tkachuk is playing out of his mind.
Yes, that is
out
true.
Out of his mind. Oh, I don't know. We'll see, I guess, but. Toronto's in for... They're going to enjoy watching the game tonight. Their series probably won't start until Tuesday at the absolute earliest. Probably more realistically Wednesday. Is there even a matchup set yet? Edmonton, Vegas. That's the only matchup that's set. Because Boston, Florida plays Toronto. Seattle plays Dallas,
Yep.
and Jersey Rangers play Carolina.
Yeah.
So yeah, the only matchup set right now is the Oilers, and so we
Vegas.
probably start Tuesday. To be honest with you, that makes the most sense.
Yeah, and then it just gives us more time to prepare against one team instead of two.
Yeah, it's benefit.
Yeah.
There was points where I was nervous about the game yesterday if we were going to win it or anything. And I told you, I said this at the beginning. Like my least favorite matchup in the entire Western Conference was the LA Kings.
Yeah,
because there's no other team that's going to boast that center depth, the defensive center depth, and then the championship pedigree on the defense, and then a solid goalie who's been putting up solid numbers all season. Like I'll take Korpisalo over all of the goalies that Vegas has.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Like, and then Ottinger, in my opinion, is the best goalie in the entire Western Conference that's left.
Yep.
But Edmonton has had his number for the longest time. Like they've pulled him 2 of the last 3 games, if I'm not mistaken. So, but it's the playoffs. It's a different animal.
Yeah, anything can happen.
Yeah.
I'm just a little worried about our goaltending. Well, more Skinner, but most of the goals weren't his fault. But it's just, I just hope his confidence doesn't waver, and when we go to Vegas, then it'll just be fine.
He stepped up after his big mistake. He stepped up and he shut it down, and you can tell the boys wanted to win it for him that game.
Yeah,
they didn't want to go back to Edmonton for Game 7. So yeah, you can definitely tell they put in the extra effort.
Yeah, but Jake Campbell has been playing really good the past month or so. So
yeah, Jack Campbell's been fantastic.
So
yeah,
even if we had to switch to Campbell, I wouldn't be too worried.
Yeah, no, I agree. Absolutely agree.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it's been a decent playoff so far.
It's been entertaining.
Officiating has been garbage for everyone.
That's not the entertaining part, but
no,
it's
honestly a joke now. It's also this is an absolute travesty the entire game. First off, I get it. Okay, there's different rule books between playoffs and regular season. I think it's stupid. I think you call the rules.
I think it's fair to say all the major sports in North America, the officiating just has been horrendous lately.
Yeah, you can't have alpha males as officials because they want to,
they want to make it them. Yeah,
they want to be, they want it to be all them, and they want it they want to have it.
And no fan in any sport cares about the ref. They just want them to do their job, and
best officials are the ones that we have no idea are even there.
Yeah,
and they're calling the rules of how they have to be called. That's it. But the officiating in this series, the Oilers series, first off, every Oiler penalty I think was deserved, 100%. But call it both ways, dude. Call the embellishment. Call the diving. Goodness gracious. Call the.
I don't think I've seen
interference. There was a high stick earlier this game. Call all of that.
I don't think I've seen that much embellishment in one series than the LA.
I did not
Edmonton
see
series.
that much embellishment in the 2022 World Cup in Qatar.
That is true. I haven't seen a lot of diving in.
I saw
the World
more
Cup.
dives by Victor Arvidsson than I saw by the entire Argentinian team.
Yeah.
Put that into perspective. He should genuinely be ashamed of himself. That's a joke.
Well, now he's playing golf, so it's okay.
Good. What an idiot. And anyways. But then, yeah, I mean, does your Stanley Cup final change? I think you put Edmonton Boston, right?
Yeah, I put Edmonton Boston.
Yeah, and I think I had the same. So yeah, I don't think mine changes still. I think Boston's concerned me a little bit, but I still think it's Edmonton Boston. With the Rangers maybe a close second. I think the Rangers get past the Devils, they wake up, they figure it out. Definitely make it past the Hurricanes.
They figured it out last game. So.
Yeah, they make it past the Hurricanes for sure, and I think they beat whoever. It's going to be a 7-game grinder of a series between whoever Toronto plays.
The East is just going to be tired, so anyone that comes out of the West has a good chance.
As long as they're, I wouldn't say easier matchups, but kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah, but anyways. Yeah, Conn Smythe pick of the first round.
Draisaitl.
Yeah, tough to argue against that. I'm going to go with Mitch Marner.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's
He's
a
had a
really
lot
good
of
one.
points. He's stepped up for his team. The thing with Toronto is that their big guys full on stepped up, all of them. You know, Morgan Riley, John Tavares with the overtime clinch, the series clinching goal in overtime. Marner with like I think it's 12 points that he got in those 6 games, like 2 points a game in the playoffs so far. Matthews with the timely goals. Yeah, their big guy stepped up.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good from Toronto. That's what they needed. That said, they don't have the depth, in my opinion, to compare to like the Bostons or even the Oilers or heck, I'd even throw in Rangers and Dallas.
Dallas, I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. It'll be good for Canada. Awful for hockey fans in Canada that's outside of the Toronto market because no one likes Toronto.
Yep.
But
outside, but there is tons of Toronto fans around Canada, unfortunately, not just in Ontario.
I know a few of them. They're good. They're good people here in Edmonton. There's 2 or 3 Toronto fans that I know
good.
here that are good that I like. The rest of them are just garbage. Yeah. No, but I'm pretty happy for those.
Yeah.
For them, they saw their team make it out of the first round. They hard fought series. Both teams could have easily deserved it, but Toronto was a better team. They had more class players. They had more talent, top to bottom. Samsonov is playing very good hockey. They apart from game 1, they willed their way into every single game, and they played hard every single game. So,
I agree.
Well deserved by them for sure. Well deserved. Let's really touch base quickly on baseball, if that's cool with you.
Okay, yeah, we have.
So the Blue Jays
touched on baseball.
Are in the process of they're finishing a 3-game set against Seattle right now. Blue Jays started off not okay, but they're off to a decent start now. I think they have the 4th best record or 3rd best record, tied 3rd best record in the entire MLB. And I mean they're playing some good baseball. I don't know.
Their offense has been great, and their pitching has started to
little
play
by
well.
little. It is picking up. Yeah, and it's the unsung heroes that are taking it, like the Jose Barrios and the Yusei Kikuchis. They are playing unreal. We have Bassett playing right now. He's been hot and cold, but yeah, Kikuchi and Barrios have been playing fantastic baseball lately. And then they have a set against Boston next. Boston's last place in the AL East, but truthfully, the AL East is just ridiculous with how good they are, how good all the teams are. So I'm going to be interested. And you know what? Hate to say it, but our big guns aren't playing like the big guns that we know offensively. Guerrero's leading the team with 5 home runs. That's it. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see that. But anyways.
Now we don't really have to rely on just Guerrero and Bichette.
Yeah, Chapman is playing unreal. Varsho has not been good offensively, but defensively he's been okay.
Yeah.
Actually, solid. I'm not going to say okay. He's been solid. Yeah, the Blue Jays are going to be a fun team to watch this year. We beat Tampa in our first series this year, although it was at Rogers Center. So I'm interested to see if how we do against the Rays at the Rays barn. Or arena, I guess. I don't know what they call them in baseball.
Stadium.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's a stadium.
Yeah, that's why I said I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, I think I'm tired.
Yeah.
Ben Stelter, Performer of the Week.
Ben Stelter, Performer of the Week. I am going to go with... let's go with Clean.
Clean Constant?
Yeah.
Okay. I hate that you chose an Oiler because now I have to choose somebody that's not an Oiler. No, you know what? It's Ben Stelter. He's an Oilers fan.
Yeah.
We're going to go with Evan Bouchard. The Bouch Bomb.
Bouchard, yeah, that's a good one. He definitely has stepped up his game this year for sure.
Scoring in every way possible, assisting off of people's faces. Like, great performance so far this week.
Oh, like, I want to take my answer kind of back and say the bottom 6, but like Claim is leading the charge of the bottom 6.
His goals have been huge.
Yes.
He scored big goals.
He
the
has.
Game-winning goal in Game 4.
Yep.
No.
Yep. No.
5. Game 5.
Yes, 5.
Game-winning goal.
And then scoring 2 yesterday.
2 goals to get the lead back in Game 6.
And then Yamamoto scoring the game winner.
Yep.
So
huge.
I'd say bottom 6, but clean more because he's leading the back.
I agree. All right, well, that was our episode. Thank you for listening. Oh, speaking of Dylan Holloway, actually, he's got recalled, hey? Niemelainen, Holloway, Deneen, Rodrigue. We have Pickard, I think, with you, yeah. We have our, what are they called? The Black Aces?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have our Black Aces in place. So.
Well, just in case someone gets injured. So.
Let's not even speak those words.
That's not wood that you knocked. Your head doesn't have
counts.
any wood in it.
It counts as wood.
Okay.
Anyways, thank you everyone for listening to Canas Podcast, episode 55, the Dylan Holloway episode.
A very short episode today.
Yes, that's good. I have a headache.
Yes. So
it's not a hangover. Don't even think about that. I'll just get headaches.
Okay.
All right. Thank you everybody for listening. We'll see you next week for the Yamamoto episode. Yeah!
Sayonara, everybody.